Good afternoon and a very warm welcome indeed. We are pre-Saturday, we're on Friday. Many thanks indeed for calling through. This is, of course, Peter Sandwich with you on my channel, which is Peter's Racing Tips, free to air, daily, and bringing you the very best of free information possible on any open access line on the internet. That's a guarantee. Well, last Friday I connected big time with Billy B, 17 to 2 to 9 to 4. Gibbside 8 to 1 to 11 to 2, and Pat on the Back 8 to 1 to 11 to 2. I'm going to try and surpass those three astounding winners, which made a 500 to 1 treble last Saturday and cleaned the bookies out big time and made this line the number one trending line in the business. And it's followed through with a stream of winners in the last week as well. And boy, oh boy, have I got some special information for you on the line for tomorrow. Tomorrow being the 15th of June, I'm going to give you a free £10 bet. A free £10 bet. I'll make no bounds about it. I do have another bet, and I'll tell you about that one in a minute. But this one's a free bet on a horse from the same stable that I gave a free 11 to 1 winner on Monday on a horse called Ballant Hill. And that one won by 8 lengths, pulling a coal truck. I'm going to give you a free bet once again from that yard, which runs on Saturday at Downpatrick. How about that? I'm going to give it you first. I'm going to open up with that one in just one moment. So stay tight, stay close, and listen very, very carefully. You do not want to miss any of the action today. It's going to be exciting, that's for sure. Well, my Crackerjack bets have been absolutely banging the winners in big time, not least with a nice big Miss Stormy Night, 9 to 2 into 3 to 1. A big winner yesterday, almost with a horse called Half Nuts. I'll read you the form, what it said. Bounce back to form, something that had been forewarned by his strength in the market and was unlucky not to win. Mid-division, headway entering the straight, going well, were not clear, run one out, forced to switch, stayed on, never nearer. Absolutely back from 12s, 10s, 8, 7, 6, 5, 8s all afternoon into 4 to 1 favourite. An unlucky loser, but an each way bet winner, and that's what it's really all about. Monday I gave you a Ballant Hill, 11 to 1 to 7 to 1. That was never going to be anything but a big winner, and it absolutely bolted in. As I say, I've got a free bet coming up from the same stable on a horse running at Downpatrick, which I expect to do the business. I know the monies are going to be on. I know it's the same result expected from the same yard, and let's hope it is, because we're going to give it the old one too. Big time betting with the Peter's Racing Tips, Peter Sandwich here to help you big time. Well, I've also got some other interesting bets. I'm not going to rush this message because it's an absolute powerhouse message for you. I've got 2 bets at York. One of them's in the 225 on Saturday. It's a horse around about 11 to 1. I've also got one in the 445 at York, budding at 10 to 1 on your board. I've got a massive word for a horse at Hexham, which I've been told will absolutely take the world a beating. Should be a decent price, 5, 6 to 1. I'm on it big time, all over it, I can tell you, all over it like a rash. And I think it should do the trick. Really confident, that's for sure. And if that's not enough, down in the West Country, I've got 2 absolute pearlers. And I'm also going to give you a free of charge. Should both be about 5, 6, 7 to 1. And again, it comes up to an absolute crown jewels if we strike. And I think we are going to strike. We struck last Saturday with a 500 to 1 treble. The previous Saturday, a 25 to 1 double. Can we do it again? Well, I think we can. I'm going for it. I'm confident. And I think I've got a great chance of landing you some big trebles and doubles and multiple bets without a shadow of a doubt. And I'm going to open up with a free bet for you, which is normally £10. It normally is a Crackerjack bet, but I'm going to give it you free of charge, and that's the way it is. On Wednesday, my Crackerjack was the biggest win bet of the year. It was back from 2 to 1 to all rates down and won by 3 lengths on the bridle. Never a moment's worry. Last night's bet, you've just heard what I told you, bounced back to form, something which had been forewarned by the strength in the market. The market means us. All the money we're putting on as a unit on these Crackerjack bets was forewarned by the strength in the market. It was backed all day from 16, 14, 12, 10, all the way down, 4 to 1 favourite. That takes some poke to do that, and to keep it punished, That takes some strength in the market, all right, and was very, very unlucky not to win. But another winning bet overall and another very exciting times. And what it's showing you is these big price winners like Ballinglass Hill on Monday, 110171, is how you make your money, how it all happens. Not everyone wins, but a lot of them do, and that's what it's all about. The percentage, the strike rate, and the big prices. And the result is a big bankroll, bank builder bankroll, and that's good back in big price winners like last Saturday, 17 to 2, 8 to 1 and 8 to 1. You don't need many of them. You don't need many of them. They're big winners, multiple bet winners, and they are bookies hate them with a vengeance. They don't mind even money pokes, 6 to 4 pokes, because the liabilities are almost negligible. But they don't like these doubles and trebles, and these are putting the fear of whatever in them, I tell you. They are frightened to death, and long may it continue, a long way it should continue. Whatever you're betting, I'm betting with these horses. I trust you, and trust me, and I tell you, it's going to be exciting, that's for sure. So, where are we going to start? I said we'll start with a free bet, and it is a free bet. They're all free bets on here today, except one. And that's another horse I've got lined up at Downpatrick to land as a big double if you so wish to get on it. It is a Crackerjack pay bet, and that one's not the one I'm going to give you now, because I'm going to give it you free of charge, this one. It's another horse running at the same meeting, but I think it'll do the business, and it's all over a winner, written all over it, and I'm on it big time. And then you can put that in all your doubles and trebles and everything else, what you're going to do with these horses, because I've got 6 horses to give you free of charge here, but I can't give you that extra one because that one adds up to the magnificent 7, and that one is the Joker. Make no mistake about that. So if you want that, it's £10. I'll talk to you about that in a moment. But let's first of all start with a free bet. Let me take you to Downpatrick then. Come on, let's slow this down just for a moment because that was quite an opening. And I'm very, very excited. And in the 250 at Downpatrick, this is a free Crackerjack bet. Just as I give you a free bet, a red alert free bet on Monday, 1101 to 701. This is trained by the same stable, and that's of Philip Rothwell over there in Ireland. It's got an apprentice amateur on board, Mr. T. Power Roach, who claimed £7, replacing Simon Torrens, who rode this horse the last twice it's ran. But I expect him to win on it. It's number 2. It's called Cramers Valley. That's Cramers, Cramers Valley, Valley. It's an 18-runner handicap hurdle. The horse itself has got 3 noughts next to its name. It's actually got 7 noughts and 1 2 scattered in the middle of it. But it's got 3 noughts. The horse is handicapped to win. It's running in a really low grade and up to 0 to 95 race. And it is a winner waiting to happen. This guy, Philip Rothwell, he knows how to land the touches. We had it bang off with Ballinglass Hill on Monday when it was ridden by Patrick O'Hanlon claiming £3. This time he's got a £7 amateur on board. Don't let that worry you whatsoever. This horse is ready to strike, and it's in an amateur riders race, and this boy's claiming £7, which lowers the weight to almost a featherweight of just 81. It's fairly slung in, it's potentially thrown in, and I think it's going to take the world a beating. No, I know it's going to take the world a beating. It's 2 miles, 6 furlong race near as damn it. It stays the trip. Everything is in its favour. It's going to be a good price. Each way, it should be £10. It's free to you today for being loyal to me and making this channel booming and trending, and everything you're doing for me, coming on board with my Crackerjack bets. I'm going to give you a free taster. No doubt about that. But I do have another one which isn't free, and I really don't make any apologises about that as well, because these Crackerjack bets are absolutely creaming it and absolutely killing it. And so, job done. But that's your first one, and it's free, so it's a tenner for free from me to you. Job done. Number 2, Cramers Valley. Don't miss it. 250 at the meeting at Downpatrick. If you want the other bet, well, it's equally as strong. It's very, very potent indeed. It runs in the afternoon meeting at Downpatrick on Saturday the 15th of June. It's on a horse with a winner waiting to happen. The trainer is a very astute trainer, and it's just all about, can it do the business and land the money? And the answer to that is yes. Yes, yes, yes. And if you want it, it's just a tenner. Then you can have the double with the one I've given you, and you can put it in all your doubles and trebles and elsewhere. But the bottom line is, these bets I'm giving you, these Crackerjack bets, especially my Irish ones, are unbeatable. unbeatable. They're my strongest possible bets, and they are unbeatable at big prices. And that's what this is all about. Over a period of time, it's a milking machine of the bookies' money. It's just a license to print money. And there we go. And I think this one's got a great chance as well. I think they've both got amazing chances. I'm not going to give you two bets. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give you one bet, which I've given you, Cramers Valley in the 250 down Patrick. The other bet, if you want it, to make the numbers up and get on, well, it's just £10 to the bank account, which is always quoted there for you. And if you want to get on, you need to write to petersracingtips@gmail.com and quote Saturday Crackerjack. And that bet is available now. And you can get on at the first price available and get on before the rush. And you know these horses are extremely well backed. Half Nuts yesterday was extremely well. Look what it says. Bounce back to form, something which had been forewarned by his strength in the market. And this is the same as what's going on tomorrow with the horse I'm giving out tonight, ready for you now. And again, it's going to be a very, very heavily bet horse. And the money's on, everyone's on, and we're on. If you want it, £10, you're on it. Okay, we know where we stand now. Let's get into the free bets. You had one free bet, Cramers Valley, which is a Crackerjack free bet. Let me take you to York now for 2 10 chances. That's right, 2 10 chances, 100 to 1 double, free of charge at York. Remember, these are for Saturday's bets. Right, Saturday's bets. Let's go to York, and we'll concentrate now on the 225 at Catterick. At York, Catterick is where we had it bang off last week with 2 winners, wasn't it, on the Saturday? That was absolutely fabulous, wasn't it? Billy B, 17 to 2. Gibbside at Catterick, 8 to 1. And Pat on the Back, 8 to 1. Made to make your mouth water, isn't it? Like an opal fruit. Well, it certainly is. So let's go to York for that first horse I mentioned. We need to get on now. But we need to talk sense and concentrate on this 225. The horse I like here is number 2. It's called Boardman. It's not Stan Boardman, that great comedian. It's just called Boardman. It's number 2. It's a winner waiting to happen. Bookmakers paying out first 4 or sometimes first 5 on this event. Trained by Tim Easterby, who trained Gibbside for his last week, which won, I'd say, one of that big treble. And he trains this one. Tim Easterby trains Boardman. And I think it's got an amazing chance, and we'll take all the beating. It's got I think it's got 7 zeros next to its name, or 8 zeros. But I think it can have a number 1. It's running off a really low mark of 9.0 blind 90. I think everything's in its favour for it to run a big race, no question about that. It's been running into form, or run itself fit. It's only had 3 runs this year, 1 in April, 2 in May. We're into June. The horse is fit, ready, and can strike. There are 20 runners. They're paying out first 4, first 5. Number 2, it's called Boardman, and I'm on it. And it's around about 10 to 1, 11 to 1 to your money right now. And that's a cracking price. Put that in all your singles, your doubles, your trebles, your multi-bets. But don't forget to back it individually. It is a very big price indeed. Okay, second free bet is also at Roast Pork, York. And it's on number 5, and it runs in the 445. It's called Theme Park. Another horse with 3 noughts next to its name, but has been coming down a handicap because of that and is ready to pop up. Nigel Tinkler trains the 4-year-old. It is ready to strike. It had cracking form once upon a time, they say, when it used to be trained by Sir Michael Stout. This was when it was a 2-year-old, and it won at Kempton and looked a really, really good candidate. Since then, it's not quite come right. It cost $200,000. But it is absolutely thrown in off this weight and must go close. Has an outstanding chance and is running into form. And it ran a cracker at York last time out and finished 5th of 16 on the 17th of May. A reproduction of that form would be good enough in my eyes to take this. But it's come down in the weights a pound since and got itself fit. It's got a great chance. It really has. It's a big un. It is a big un, and it can win. Nigel Tinkler's had 2 winners in the last 10 runs, so his horses are beginning to fire. This horse is ready to win, and it can win. Number 5, Theme Park each way. Don't miss it. 445 at York. Be on it. Right, let's move fast and furious to Hexham for this horse I told you about, which has come from some very, very warm sources indeed. And I'm on it large, I can tell you tomorrow, and it will take the world of beating. It's in the 452 at the Hexham Northumberland track, and it's number 3, and the horse is called Jet Patrol, trained by Sandy Thompson and ridden by Ryan Mania. Now, Sandy Thompson's doing all right. He's had I think it's 4 winners out of the last 10 runs. You wouldn't think so, would you? Not many people have heard of him. 4 winners from his last 10 runners. So his horses are absolutely firing big time. But the key thing in with this, well, there's a few key things, but I'm just going to tell you one of them. One of them is this horse is going over the chases for the first time. It's had 3 runs over hurdles, but it's always going to be a chaser. It's got the grand stamp of a chaser written all over it. It actually finished placed twice in Irish point to points. So it's got that all over it, and there's no question about it. Number 3, Jet Patrol, is a winner. First time up in a handicap waiting to happen. And this is the chance. Sandy Thompson's no mug by any means. 4 winners in his last 10 runners. He's got this horse off a mark of 95 in a 0 to 100 really weak Hexham handicap chase, grade 5. And this horse is totally unexposed. The handicapper has nothing to go on whatsoever. It's only had 3 runs and it's gone off in hurdle races, and he's put it straight to chases, which has been the plan all along. And number 3, Jet Patrol, is the one for me. No question. No question. 452, Hexham, put it in his singles, doubles, trebles. Number 3, Jet Patrol. No idea the price. Should be 5-6 to 1, but could well go off really, really favourite. No question about that, because I've just told you why. The horse is running in a handicap chase for the first time. It's running in a chase for the first time. It's a stamp of a horse which is built for chasing. Sandy Thompson's got loads of action to put it against at home, so he knows the score with this horse. Placed twice in Irish point to points. Don't miss it. Number 3, Jet Patrol. I've told you all about it. You don't want to miss it, whatever you do. That's for sure. Win, lose or draw, you're understanding why you're betting these horses. And it really is a science. And what you're seeing is what it's really all about. And what you're hearing is what it's really all about. This is someone doing all the work for you. The background, the studying, the research, the knowledge, all for you. Whether they win or lose, we can't all win. A lot of my horses do win, and a lot of them are placed. And you can see why, because it all makes sense. And often after the race, people go, oh my God. And that you're seeing it before the race. And that's what the key is, to be on before the race. All right, 2 at Bath to give you, at Bath, whichever you want to call it. And these 2, again, are horses which are under the radar and ready to pop up. Let's go first of all to the 3:30 at the meeting at Bath on a horse which was due to run at Thirsk actually last Friday and was pulled out and didn't run. I'm not quite sure why that happened, but I'm not really bothered why that happened. What I am saying, I think the horse has got an amazing chance of striking on Saturday. It's number 7. It's called Frank the Spark. Frank the Spark. Not got the best draw in the world, but I'm still taking a punt on this one. In the 3:30 at Bath, it's got an outstanding chance. The draw not in its favour, but I've got to go for it. It's number 7, Frank the Spark, trained by Paul Midgley and ridden by Kieran O'Neill. Midgley's horses are going great at the moment as well. He's had 2 winners out of the last 10. And on Monday, I tipped you a horse called Spring Has Sprung, which won at 6 to 1. That was trained by Midgley on Monday on this line, free of charge, 6 to 1. Spring Has Sprung. Let's see if we can spring another one for us, eh? The horse ran really well at Beverley last time up on the 29th of May, went 5th in a handicap race, a handicap apprentice race. Ryan Sexton rode it. Kieran O'Neill takes them out on this one tomorrow. He's had 33 winners this year. I'm on it each way. Number 7, Frank the Spark. If it got a better draw, I'd be a maximum, I tell you. But I still think it can win. Number 7, Frank the Spark. Get on it each way in the 3:30 at Bath. One more to give you. Also runs at Bath, whatever you want to call it, or where you're from. But don't forget, I'm going to give you this horse now, which runs at Bath, I say, the second one of this double-headed attack down there. But don't forget, if you want that extra bet, I'll give you one for nothing. I'll give you a tenner's bet for nothing at Downpatrick on a horse which is trained by Philip Rothwell, who gave you that 11 to 1 winner on Monday free of charge, backed into 7s and won by 8 lengths. This one I've just given you free of charge, the first horse out today. That can win as well, don't you worry about that. But if you want my other bet, which also at Downpatrick, on a horse ready to roll, ready to strike, and then you can have the double on them 2, then it's just a tenner and you're all done and dusted. You know how to do it. I've told you how to do it. I shan't tell you again. If you want it, get on it and don't miss it. And get on early. Book early, as Fred Pontin used to say. Book early. Right, here's one to book early. It's the final bet of the day. And again, it's on a horse with no form. 457-90836. It's number 7. It's called Rival. And Rival runs in the 5:15 at Bath. Now this one can pop up, make no mistake about that. It's trained by John and Reese Flint and ridden by Callum Hutchinson, named to conjure with there. Well, Callum's all right. He can ride a winner. He's had 9 winners this year, and he can make it number 10 with number 7, Rival. Rival ran at Bath the last twice it's ran, finishing 3rd and 6th. And last time up, ran really well, got boxed in, couldn't get a run. Ethan Jones claiming 7 rode it. He just couldn't get manoeuvred on it. So I think it's almost a winner without a penalty, and it runs off a lower mark. It's off a mark of 56. And I think that's got to be considered a winning mark. It was in a 0 to 65 last time up. It's in a 0 to 60 tonight, or Saturday. So we're down in the weights. We're down in the handicap. It was an unlucky loser. It should have gone up in the weights. The handicap has decided for his own ends to put it down in the weights, and it's got a great chance. An absolutely amazing chance. Number 7. It's called Rival, and it is my final free bet of a very busy day indeed. Last Saturday, a 500 to 1 treble, 17 to 2, 8 to 1, 8 to 1, 25 to 1 double the previous Saturday. This time we've got the Boardman, 11 to 1, Theme Park, 10 to 1, Jet Patrol up at Hexham, up that Northumberland track. Very powerful indeed. Free bet, Cramers Valley. For the same trainer, I gave you 11 to 1 winner on Monday with Bolting Glass Hill, which won by 8 lengths, backed into 7s. I've given you Cramers Valley, and I expect the same thing to happen. Very fancied indeed. You've got your extra bet if you want it. If you want it, you can have it at Downpatrick on a real strong bet, which should be 6, 7, 8 to 1, something like that. And then at Bath, you've got that nice double down there at Bath, down there in the West Country. It's all very exciting. It's all here for you. I'll be back online to you on Sunday morning. Sunday morning I'll be back, unless something tells me to come on here and tell you something that I get to know, and then I'll be back. If you press your subscription button, you'll get the alert. Big message this. The power's within me. You can feel it. It's a very powerful me today, and I'm pushing hard. We're pushing it hard, and we're pushing it up, and we're going for some big payolas. Let's win.